Just taking a moment just to attend to our posture, really feeling into however we might be sitting or lying. So, being aware of our bodies is really the foundation of mindfulness practice. And allowing the sound of the bell just to mark the beginning of this practice. This morning, I'm going to guide us through the settling, grounding, resting support practice for the next 25 minutes or so. And we can incorporate into this self-compassion practice of soften, soothe, allow. So, our intention for this practice this morning might be simply to give ourselves the opportunity just to cultivate a little mindfulness in our lives. So just to be present with an attitude of kindness and compassion towards ourselves. And taking a few moments just to reflect on why we might want to cultivate mindfulness in our lives. What's our motivation for doing this practice today? And might it be of benefit to us if we can maybe be a little kinder to ourselves, a little more present? And how might this naturally benefit other people in our lives? But just having a sense for why we're doing this practice this morning. And letting go of these questions now, letting go of any thoughts around our motivation, and gently bringing our attention to the breath. Just feeling our way into the breath without forcing anything. We might like to allow the breath just to deepen, to lengthen a little more. And to help create the conditions that might allow our minds to settle a little more this morning, I invite you to take 21 mindful breaths. So breathing in, breathing out, counting 1. Breathing in, breathing out, counting 2. Up to 21. If we become distracted, it's not a problem. We can always just bring our attention back to the breath and start counting again from one. So the number itself isn't important. We all breathe at different rates. So if we do reach 21, we can just let go of the counting and just allow our attention to rest with the breath. So letting go of the counting if we're still using this. Just finding the natural, soothing rhythm of the breath. And allowing our attention to rest slightly more with the out breath. Maybe noticing how our bodies naturally relax very slightly with every out breath. So allowing the breath just to lead our attention more fully into our bodies. We can let go of the breath for now. Just let this drop into the background of our experience. And just gently tune into sensations in our bodies. Possibly noticing the feeling of contact with whatever we might be resting on. The feeling of the floor, the ground beneath us. The feeling of our clothes, the air against our skin. Also noticing sensations within our bodies. Just allowing our attention to simply wander through our bodies. allowing sensations just to present themselves to us. And for the practice this morning, I invite you just to allow your attention to be drawn to anywhere in your body that you might notice any tension or unease or discomfort. Maybe just the feeling of pressure between our bodies and what we're resting on. And as we bring our attention to these sensations, just seeing if we can soften around this area of our bodies. And as we do this, maybe silently saying to ourselves, soften, soften, soften. We're not trying to make the sensations go away, just allowing ourselves to be with these sensations, with gentleness and kindness. Saying to ourselves, soften, soften, soften. We can also now soothe ourselves, maybe if we're feeling this discomfort. We might like to put our hands on our heart, or maybe put your hand on top of anywhere where you might feel any tension, unease. And as we do this, just silently saying to ourselves, soothe, soothe, soothe. Just saying any words of kindness that come to mind, or else just simply saying to ourselves, soothe, soothe. And finally, can we just allow these sensations just to be there? So letting go of any wish that the sensations might disappear. Maybe silently saying to ourselves, allow, allow. Just letting the feelings come and go. Allow, allow. We can bring these three elements of the practice together now. So turning towards any difficulty that might be present in our experience, physical, emotional, and saying these words to ourselves like a mantra: soften, soothe, allow. Finding a gentle tone of voice as we speak to ourselves, as we say the words soften, soothe, allow. Letting go of these phrases, these words now, widening our attention just to hold the whole of our bodies in our awareness, possibly noticing the constant flow of sensation moving through our bodies. Possibly having a sense of the breathing body grounded here. And widening our awareness from our bodies, just to open to sounds, smells, and tastes. If we have our eyes open, what we can see as we welcome the fullness of our experience in this moment. Giving ourselves permission just to be here with our experience, just to rest in open awareness without having to do anything. Whenever we might find we get caught up in thinking about something, I invite you to very gently bring your attention to the breath. Not having to alter the breath in any way, just very lightly allowing our attention to rest where we can feel the breath most strongly, or just having a sense of the breath as it enters and leaves the body. Doesn't matter how often we might become distracted. We can always just very gently let go of the thoughts and bring our attention very kindly back to the breath. Anytime we might notice that we've become distracted, can we just take joy in this moment of mindfulness as once more we just very gently escort our attention back to the breath. Simply noticing any subtle sense of striving here, any sense that we're trying to maybe do something, achieve something. Maybe just seeing if we can do a little less. We might like to just let go of the breath, coming back just to rest in open awareness once more. And as we approach the end of this practice, taking a moment just to remind ourselves why we're doing this practice today. Maybe reminding ourselves that taking this time to cultivate a little mindfulness and compassion in our lives is really in our deepest benefit. Maybe making the wish that this won't just benefit us, but that this might benefit everyone in our lives. Maybe making an aspiration to try to bring mindfulness and compassion to whatever we might do today.